Oh, good morning. Oh, it's actually not that early in the morning. I don't need a headlamp. No, I'm spilling all over. Hot. Coffee's the lifeblood. But don't worry, I'm actually gonna eat a little something too. Something sweet. So top of the morning, we're celebrating. We're celebrating by eating something really sweet and dessert-like. It's a junk food vegan day. Don't worry, I got some more stuff for a second breakfast later, but we're gonna dig into the cinnamon roll. I baked them last night out of a mix, made it easy. And it's, it's got the frosting on it and everything. I like something sweet in my coffee, and we're celebrating today. We're celebrating today because yesterday, for the first time in about 6 or 7 years, I'd say, I went to the dentist. And I got my very first cavity. Actually, 2 cavities. And so yeah, I've had this perfect record my whole life, perfect teeth. They've been pretty straight, no cavities, no fillings, crowns issues. Go figure, hadn't had dental insurance. A couple years before COVID, I didn't have dental health care, didn't go to the dentist, was kind of lazy about it. During the peak of COVID, definitely didn't go to the dentist. So, it had been this long time, no excuses. I'm lazy, I brush my teeth really fast, I don't floss a ton. I don't use the mouth rinse as very much. And, I'm not perfect. After 36 years of perfect teeth, not having a cavity, they're gonna have to drill them out now. And so we gotta celebrate that by eating some nice, sweet junk food here. That is good. That was really good. I know, so it's, kind of bothers me, but that's why we're celebrating, ironically, because, you go through life, you want things to be perfect, everything neat and tidy, had, really healthy, functioning, really good lungs, and then something happens all of a sudden overnight. The cavity didn't happen overnight, but you discover it all of a sudden, and all of a sudden your perfect record, so to speak, is kind of blemished. Or, you had this perfect white dress shirt, and then it got stained or something, or so things aren't perfect in life. That's the reality, and that's what I've learned kind of the hard way with, it was cavity, minor thing, but also with, other things like major health issues or accidents or running injuries or, traumatic things in life, be it a fire or a virus or some health ailment or a violent act. That's unfortunate, that sucks, and we have to all kind of band together and get the synergy going and the community going, hopefully, and work through that. And so that's my message for this morning's coffee. Man, once it hits your lips. Wow. All right, a couple hours later, time for second breakfast, aka lunch. That means more coffee. And ooh, what do we have here? Oh, maybe another cinnamon roll. Saved one for Sandy too, but put some frosting on that. And what do we have over here? Heating up the pan, cause wakey, eggs and bakey, except of course it's a vegan Beyond Meat sausage link. Not very healthy, I will say. And we're gonna also have some egg, but it's not real egg, it's just egg. We're gonna have to douse that in margarine. So yeah, it's a non-stick pan, but we're still gonna have to margarine it up so it doesn't stick. Look at this, with all that margarine, it's still stuck. Coffee's the lifeblood. All right, and that is how you do it. Ooh, it's gonna add some salt to that. Get some iodine in there. Need some more sodium. So there you have it. Vegan junk food, comfort food meal right here. You know, I'll get a lot of flack for this. I don't always eat a very healthy diet. I eat, vegan. It's not necessarily whole foods plant-based though, which is, I believe, healthier. So, the highly processed stuff, people are like, oh, they read all the weird ingredients. They don't like how processed it is. With nutrition, it's very complex. The timing is very important. The types of nutrients you're getting, not just the macro ratios of fat, protein, carbohydrates, but obviously a lot of refined sugars not very good for you. Obviously, too much alcohol or any alcohol is really not very good for you. So yeah, I eat a lot of refined sugar, a lot of refined carbs. Not the best. What can I say? I'm not perfect. I'm human. I like these indulgences. This is not how I eat usually, but again, celebrating the cavities and celebrating taking a little break, kind of in an off-season period here. But yeah, am aware that this is vegan junk food, so to speak. But let's dig in. This looks good. Bon appetit. So yeah, this off season, probably putting on quite a few pounds. Well over 150 pounds right now already. So yeah, time to carb up. Get some, it's pretty high fat, high protein for a vegan meal as well. So not plant-based, not whole foods, but highly processed. All right, so there's a little glimpse into my routine nowadays. Of course, I'm still took a long break, time off, recovering from that effort of 50 miles, 80K at UTMB, traveling back. Yeah, it's kind of the off season, so to speak, but we're getting back into the swing of things. And with that comes a little bit of trying to do some strength building, mobility stuff, but some soreness and aches and pains in the muscles. So, full disclosure, this is a product plug, paid product placement, but Bob and Brad reached out to me. If you don't know who Bob and Brad are, they're physical therapists on the YouTube, probably the most famous on YouTube. And they've created a set of products. This is one of their products from their physical therapy accessories. This is the C2 massage gun, lightweight, portable, but very powerful. And this is a little mini review plug here in the vlog for deep tissue massage. If you don't know, massage gun, it's great for working out those kinks and the tight spots, making your muscles feel good when they get a bit tight and achy, which mine actually are now as I get older, but also as I ramp back into training, doing the strength work, but also climbing 14ers with Sandy and getting out and starting to slowly build aerobic base again heading into this fall. Before we get into this review, check out the link in the description below to this product. That's a C2 massage gun from Bob and Brad. They've got great reviews on Amazon. You can see all the reviews. The feedback's been phenomenal with this product. And there's 2 codes for 10% off as well. So be sure to check that out. But I like the portability of this. You could see some of the images of the initial unboxing there, as well as the different adjustment heads you could put on this thing depending on what area of your body you might be wanting to massage or what feels more comfortable to you. So it's easy to just pop those in and out. They just kind of pop into the head there. You could charge it easily with the included USB accessory cord. And yeah, it is quite powerful. You could see the vibrations there. It's oscillating very quickly, which is nice because there's different speeds that you could crank this bad boy up to. So, 5 different speed settings, different vibrations and oscillations. So yeah, this feels great here, working out some of the quad muscles. Again, Bob and Brad are experienced physical therapists, and they design these products in mind for athletes or anyone really, but with the patient's comfort in mind. So it's a stimulating type of massage, feels really good. And again, you could change these adjustment points. So for how lightweight and compact it is very powerful. It's also quite quiet. It's not very loud at all, really. And I could really feel the difference, especially in my quad muscle here, but you can see massage different areas, like the calf is always good as well. Other massage guns like this on the market might give off 60 to 75 decibels in terms of the noise they make. This one is only 55 decibels, so very quiet, not very loud, and nice and relaxing. So the Bob and Brad C2 massage gun, lightweight, portable, very powerful, quiet, and comfortable to use. I'll be using this in part of my routine to help work out those kinks as I get back into training. Again, check out the product link in the description below, as well as those 2 codes, 10% off. That's Bob and Brad C2 massage gun. Hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad. New warm-up routine. We're walking backwards on the treadmill. Just real light, 6 to 10 minutes, less than 3 miles an hour. Walking backwards is great. It's a lot different from running forwards. Gotta stretch out the calves, gastrocnemius, soleus. Do a little calf raise activation. Now, gotta always be working on that range of motion. Stretch out the hip flexor, rectus femoris, psoas. Gosh, the adductors are tight and the abductors are tight. This is my good side. Left side's the one that's really jacked up with poor mobility. Works well with this forward leg. The ankle flexion is also really good to get that ankle mobility. Knee over toe, right? Then keeping the back knee, trailing the knee off the ground, stretching that left hip flexor, my left hip flexor. Kind of keep the arms up, try to keep square at least. Not wobble too much with this knee. Also get some glute activation in this right glute here. Kind of doing these kinds of lunges. Mainly though for stretching, mobility, active type of movement. Also flexing that big toe on the back left. Got a really stiff big toe. It's not good. You want to be able to bend that big toe, really key off of it well and push off. So I think that's been part of my hip and back issues. Stretch out the front of the quads there, especially that rectus femoris, get some dynamic movement involved there, keeping a posterior tilt. It's a good stretch, good activation, but also good quad strength. This kind of stiffness I gotta work out. Do it on more muscles though. Get some good ankle plantar flexion going on there too. Pretty stiff shins. Interius, tibialis anterior. Alright, don't want to neglect some core strength, but also want to look good in the chest, for the pecs, triceps a little bit. Gotta work the arms. So I'll do some push-ups, all out. Oh man, I'm out of practice on those. Gotta work on that. Right into plank now. Gotta work those stomach muscles. Lower core, rectus abdominis. I also can't hold this for very long. Alright, so I know my form's not very good on these, but stretching out the hip flexor here on the trailing leg again. Try to get some glute activation as we go up. Also works the quad, but I mainly want to work the left glute here. Don't want to wobble too much. Can't get super deep though, so my mobility is limited, so that's why I mainly work on this. Switch legs now. critique my form. Thank you. I gotta adjust my pillow. All right, it's getting late now. I gotta do a little bit of light reading here before bed. I like to read fiction. Now it kind of maybe helps me fall asleep. But yeah, so there's a little snapshot of some days these days. The fall days getting cold here in Colorado, but thanks to all the Patreon supporters again for really making this channel possible. Shout out to title sponsor Hoka, keeping the dream alive. Again, thanks for subscribing on here, liking these videos, watching these videos. If you like them, got more training talks on the way. Also check out our website, higherrunning.com. We have Coach Sandy and I released the ultimate running course, How to Coach Yourself. Check out that as well as our training plans for any surface, any distance. And again, you can follow me and some of my other things going on. I do little Instagram videos and TikTok videos at Sage Canada, as well as tweets at Sage Canada on Twitter. I have a Facebook fan page as well, but I don't go on there as much and I don't check the messages, so don't message me. It'll go to my spam folder for those platforms. But really appreciate all the comments below. Let me know how you're doing in the comments below and what your off season may look like, some special treats and indulgences, and how your running is going as well. I like to hear that. Thanks again, and stay tuned for more via 2Max Productions.